This installment of the Look Back series is about the city-county divide, that line running roughly along Skinker Boulevard that we've never really figured out how to erase, and there are plenty of us around who don't want it changed anyway. The St. Louis City used to be the largest municipality in the much larger St. Louis County. The old courthouse downtown, part of the Jefferson expansion arch grounds, is the old St. Louis County Courthouse. It became a city courthouse after the Great Divorce. There was a lot of frustration among business leaders in St. Louis City in the years after the Civil War. The city line ran about at Grand Boulevard, where St. Louis U is. There was a lot of clashing with the legislature, which would meddle in the laws affecting cities. The county court, which was the old administrative government of St. Louis County, was rather rural-minded, and so the leaders of the city thought, hey, let's make our own county. And so there was a vote in 1876. It was a highly contested thing. The city voters narrowly approved it. County vote was about 3-1 against. The leaders cried fraud. They ran to very friendly courts, which included a couple of new judges who'd been big boosters of the schism in their pre-judicial days. And basically the court said, oh, these boxes of ballots were fraudulent and we'll throw them out. And so it was declared a victory. And in March 1877, the courthouse gang folded and we had St. Louis City, its own county. The problem started coming in the years shortly after 1900. 1900 is when the city rose to 4th in the nation. We had the World's Fair coming up. We were a big deal. But being landlocked, as we were, people started worrying because we were going to start falling down in the ranks of cities. So in 1923, this group called the Million Population Club started tub thumping for a reunion of the city and county. There was a vote in 1926. St. Louis City people voted for it big. The county vote was about 2-1 against becoming part of the city. The plan would have been a larger board of aldermen that would have covered everything all the way west of Franklin County. There were a couple of other efforts to have lesser reunifications, large issues like sewer, roads, that sort of thing. The last big effort was in 1962. When the pro-reunion people kind of went out for broke and proposed what is known as the borough plan. The city and the county would have been reunited. It would have been divided among 22 boroughs. The boroughs would have elected legislative council members and we would have had a mayor. It got whipped both sides of the line. There have been efforts since then to bring the city and county together. None of it has really come to much. There's a current effort right now to see if there could be some reunification. But there have been some good developments too. The Metropolitan Sewer District was adopted by voters in 1954. City and county voters created the Zoo Museum District in 1971, added the History Museum and the Botanical Garden, and we have very flourishing cultural institutions to this day because of that. In 2000, voters in 4 counties and St. Louis City adopted a very small sales tax for trails, and we have the network of trails and greenways being developed to this day.